Have you ever felt a whisper of something more, a deep knowing that your truest potential lies just beyond your grasp? What if the vibrant life you imagine isn't just a dream, but a forgotten blueprint waiting within you? This isn't about wishing upon a star. It's about reclaiming the sacred architecture of your being. By the end of this journey, you'll uncover a profound inner power, a master key to unlocking a life that truly resonates with your deepest essence. We often believe creation happens out there, a new job, a relationship, a material goal. But the most profound births occur in an unseen dimension, within an inner crucible that exists in every single person, regardless of gender or life path. This isn't a biological organ. It's the inner sanctum of creation, a vibrational field where the deepest desires of your soul take form. It's where meaningful connections are forged and your most significant transformations are initiated. It operates beneath the surface of conscious thought, at the very wellspring of awareness. Think of those sudden insights that shifted your course, the undeniable sense that something new was stirring within, or the quiet pull toward a different direction. These are echoes from this inner space. Yet, in a world obsessed with speed and external achievement, we've been conditioned to ignore this delicate inner process. We rush, we force, we chase, forgetting that authentic creation, like any precious gestation, demands darkness, silence, and patient cultivation. What if your persistent struggles aren't about a lack of effort, but a fundamental disconnection from your own inner source? What if your grandest aspirations remain unrealized because you're attempting to construct them from the limited realm of ego, rather than the boundless expanse of your soul? This exploration invites you into that sacred expanse. We'll journey through ancient wisdom that recognizes this inner sanctum as a portal between worlds. You'll learn how this internal creative engine is ignited, what causes its blockages, and why nurturing it is paramount, not just for material manifestation, but for shaping a life deeply aligned with your soul's authentic calling. We'll redefine the feminine principle, not as gender, but as a potent energetic force, understanding that true containment is not passivity, but immense power. Every experience in your life began as a subtle seed in this unseen field. Discover how you can consciously plant these seeds anew, this time infused with the pure intent of your soul. Prepare to remember a truth your spirit instinctively knows, but your conscious mind may have forgotten. This isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a profound homecoming, a return to the very origin point of your existence. From humanity's earliest spiritual stirrings, creation was understood not as an external imposition, but as a deeply internal, hidden, and silent unfolding. Ancient narratives don't speak of a universe born from chaos, but from a fertile void. This void wasn't empty. It was brimming with nascent potential. Just as light emerges from the profound darkness of night, all discernible form arises from the invisible. This sacred void was revered across many traditions as the cosmic womb, a profound reflection of our individual creative core, the inner sanctum of creation. Consider ancient Egypt, where the goddess Nut, the very embodiment of the sky, was seen as the cosmic vessel holding the entire universe. Her arched womb birthed the sun anew each morning. In Vedic India, the concept of Hiranyagarbha, the golden egg, symbolized the divine matrix from which all life emerged, a vast vibrational expanse where worlds patiently awaited their birth. Beyond myth and symbol, these cultures grasped an essential truth. Creative energy is limitless, extending far beyond mere biological acts. Every being carries within them a spiritual matrix, an inner uterus where visions, intuitions, and potential futures quietly mature. While the female form may physically embody this principle, its energetic essence is universally present. Taoist teachings, for instance, identify the lower dantian, an energy center in the belly, as the crucible of inner alchemy, where vital life force, or Kai, converges for profound transformation. Though often associated with martial arts, this perfectly describes the inner sanctum of creation, the very locus of deep inner metamorphosis. Western esoteric traditions echoed this understanding. Alchemical creation was symbolized by processes occurring within a sealed vessel, an allegory for the soul's inner sanctuary, where shadows are confronted and transformed into illuminating light. In shamanic traditions, all conscious creation is believed to emanate from the Great Spirit's womb. Indigenous peoples of the Americas hold that each individual carries a power center connected to the earth, capable of birthing new realities when approached with reverence, silence, and clear vision. Here, biological sex is irrelevant. What matters is the inherent capacity to hold, to nurture, and to release. This profound wisdom was largely marginalized, fragmented, or even dismissed with the rise of rationalism, which often disregarded the power of the energetic body, particularly in men. The intellect was celebrated, while the profound inner matrix was overlooked. Yet, ancient wisdom never truly fades. It merely awaits rediscovery. Today, when we speak of the inner sanctum of creation, we are not inventing a new concept. We are reawakening a timeless truth, recognizing that the soul has always understood that for anything to be born externally, it must first be formed in the fertile silence within. Visualize a bowl of polished obsidian, suspended in the shadowy depths of your being. It doesn't shimmer, yet it holds light. It emits no sound, yet it vibrates with resonance. It feels warm, though it remains unseen. This is your inner sanctum of creation, a vibrant, energetic space within all of us, transcending the physical body. Although many may not consciously acknowledge it, every aspect of your life, your relationships, opportunities, challenges, even your physical well-being, began as a subtle seed planted in this internal realm. To fully grasp this, we must release the limiting idea that only biological females possess the capacity for gestation. In the energetic landscape, every person embodies both feminine and masculine energies. The masculine provides direction, drive, and focused action. The feminine offers holding, patient waiting, and fertile nourishment. The inner sanctum is the crucible where these complementary energies converge to bring reality into being. True creation is impossible without this profound balance. This space is not a physical organ, though it has energetic correlations with areas like the lower belly, the second chakra, or the dantian. It is a subtle, vibrational field where your purest intentions, deepest desires, and profound awareness intertwine like threads, weaving the fabric of new life. What is conceived and nurtured here will inevitably manifest in your outer world. This is precisely why this space is sacred. What you plant within it either blossoms or withers. So, how does this inner sanctum of creation actually operate? Its function hinges on three fundamental principles: presence, resonance, and incubation. First, presence. Presence is the illuminating lamp that allows you to perceive what resides within this inner cave. Without it, you remain oblivious to what you are unconsciously gestating. Many people inadvertently fill this space with fear, scarcity, or unexamined anger, only to wonder why their lives are plagued by anxiety, lack, or toxic relationships. Just like a physical womb, the inner sanctum nourishes whatever you place within it, whether it's light or shadow. Therefore, the conscious act of looking inward, of cultivating genuine self-awareness, is the foundational step toward true spiritual empowerment. Next, resonance. The inner sanctum responds not to logical desires or mental affirmations, but to vibrational frequency. Simply wanting something is insufficient. You must vibrate with the essence of what you desire. If you yearn for love, but your inner frequency is broadcasting scarcity or the fear of abandonment, what you are actually gestating is a distorted echo of love, tainted by those underlying vibrations. This inner space doesn't comprehend words. It feels energy. You don't attract what you merely think about. You attract what you are at the deepest core of your being. This is why countless affirmations fall short. The authentic language of this space is emotional, symbolic, and deeply rooted in your ancestral wisdom. It is fertile ground that responds only to genuine alignment. Third, incubation. Nothing can truly be born without a secure and contained space for its development. The inner sanctum is precisely this place of incubation. The challenge lies in our societal conditioning to rush, to push, to force outcomes. Yet, every seed requires darkness, silence, and the patient unfolding of time. If you constantly interrupt your own inner processes with self-doubt, harsh judgments, or relentless overexertion, you effectively block the natural gestation. Learning to hold sacred space for your unfolding without demanding immediate results is one of the most profound markers of spiritual maturity. This is not passive inaction. It is profound alchemy. This brings us to a powerful, often overlooked truth. What is not honored will wither. If you deny this inner space, ignore its subtle whispers, or contaminate it with repetitive, negative thoughts and unprocessed emotions, the inner sanctum contracts and eventually shuts down. Desires may persist, but nothing truly flourishes. It becomes like a temple locked from within. Without genuine reverence and care, genuine miracles cannot unfold. This inner sanctuary doesn't just gestate your conscious desires. It also births symptoms, reflections, and profound revelations. It serves as your quantum mirror, continuously shaping your experience of the world, for your external reality is merely a precise reflection of what you are holding within. Therefore, the ultimate question of conscious creation is this: what am I truly nourishing within myself right now? Not what you articulate as your desires, but what you are actively gestating in the deep, quiet silence of your being. When you learn to reside in this space, not merely as an intellectual concept, but as a lived experience, your world undeniably begins to transform. This shift isn't because external circumstances have miraculously changed, but because you have reconnected to the fundamental source from which everything originates, the invisible sanctuary of conscious creation. The inner sanctum is not a mere tool to be manipulated. It is a living, profoundly sensitive field that communicates directly with your soul, often long before your mind even registers that something is happening. But like any sacred force, this space can be misunderstood, distorted, or utilized unconsciously. When this occurs, we cease to create with pure intention and instead begin to attract experiences that throw us off balance. A crucial understanding here is that this inner creative field doesn't judge what is good or bad, positive or negative. It simply gestates whatever you imbue it with. Think of it like the earth itself. If you plant a poisonous seed, it will grow just as readily as a nourishing one, not out of cruelty, but out of cosmic neutrality. This fundamental principle illuminates why so many individuals who consciously desire love, peace, or abundance often find themselves manifesting patterns of pain, chaos, or recurring challenges. The inner sanctum doesn't respond to your conscious wishes. It responds, unfailingly, to your deep internal programming. Now we delve into profound territory. Most of us are not inhabiting this sacred space from our authentic, true selves, but from the echoes of our traumas, unresolved childhood wounds, inherited belief systems, and unexamined family narratives. Each of these hidden layers emits a distinct frequency. This frequency is the seed, and the reality that manifests is the fruit. Therefore, one of the most powerful acts of spiritual growth available to you is the cleansing of your inner sanctum. This isn't achieved through empty rituals, but through radical presence, consciously noticing the burdens you have unconsciously placed within this space. How many "I don't deserve this," "This is too much for me," or "Nothing ever works out" thoughts are stuck in your energetic field, unchallenged and unquestioned. Every painful thought, every unprocessed emotion, every judgment you hold about yourself accumulates within this sacred space. When it becomes overloaded, the inner sanctum closes down, not to punish you, but to protect its delicate integrity. A constricted or closed inner sanctum often manifests as pervasive creative blocks, emotional stagnation, a profound loss of purpose, or even physical ailments such as digestive, sexual, or hormonal imbalances. Your physical body never lies. It is a direct echo of what you are deeply gestating within. But here lies the profound hope. This sacred space can be reopened. not through force or struggle, but through reverence, through practices of reconnection, through the profound gift of sacred silence, and through dedicated inner work. Awakening your inner sanctum is fundamentally a journey of coming home, a return to your innate ability to create from your true essence, unburdened by past conditioning. Here's a paradox many discover. The more intensely you try to create from your conscious mind, the less seems to manifest. But when you surrender to the unknown, when you allow the inherent mystery of life to unfold without interference, things begin to flow with effortless grace. This isn't because you are doing nothing. It's because your actions become perfectly attuned to a hidden, certain gestation that has already taken root within. This void, the inner sanctum, is not emptiness. It is the fertile ground where everything that is destined to be already exists in potent possibility. It is the womb of your soul, and it truly awakens only when you trust what you cannot yet see, what you don't yet know how to do, but what already pulses vibrantly within you. One of its most profound secrets is that linear time simply doesn't apply here. The inner sanctum operates in timelessness. You can plant a vision today that may not fully manifest for years, yet that seed is immediately alive, actively waiting for your steady, consistent vibration to nurture it into full light. And what happens when someone lives fully, consciously from their awakened inner sanctum? They cease pushing or forcing reality into submission. Instead, they become a magnetic force. They emanate a field of profound coherence, and into that field, the right people effortlessly appear, opportunities magically arise, and pathways organically open, not as a reward, but as a pure resonance. Because, ultimately, the inner sanctum doesn't create what you merely want. It creates what you are. Intellectual comprehension of the inner sanctum is merely the first step. Like any sacred temple, this space demands to be inhabited, respected, and actively engaged. It's not enough to understand it conceptually. You must live it, integrate it, and breathe it into your daily existence. The inner sanctum awakens not through theory, but through consistent presence and dedicated practice. Here are 5 powerful pathways to not only activate your inner creative space, but also to nurture and protect it as the inviolable sanctuary it truly is. Re-embrace your body. Come home to your physical vessel. While the inner sanctum exists in your subtle body, it is profoundly anchored in the physical. Far too often, we treat our bodies as adversaries. It's time to make peace with yours. Practice conscious, deep breathing, directing your awareness to your lower belly. Bring your attention there without any expectations, simply with pure presence. Imagine lighting a gentle lamp in a long-forgotten room. Don't chase immediate results. Simply honor this profound return. Often, simply being fully present in your body is the very first step back to reclaiming your innate creative power. Witness your emotional gestation. Utilize your emotions as a clear mirror. Multiple times throughout your day, pause and ask yourself, what am I currently nurturing within me, emotionally speaking? What feeling am I allowing to take root in my sacred creative space? This is not about suppressing your emotions, but about observing them with radical honesty. Remember, the inner sanctum gestates from what you feel, not from what you believe you should feel. Emotional awareness is your most reliable compass. Cultivate the sacred void, guilt-free. We are often driven by an addiction to constant doing. However, this profound creative space thrives on silence, on darkness, and on deep stillness. Consciously turn off screens, close your eyes, and simply be. Do nothing. Allow your energetic field the opportunity to cleanse and renew itself. When non-doing becomes an intentional act, it transforms into the fertile cradle of profound revelations. The sacred void is the foundational wellspring of all authentic creation. Purify your inner space as you would declutter a room. The inner sanctum can become congested with toxic thought patterns, unresolved painful memories, and limiting beliefs. Visualization is an incredibly powerful tool here. Picture your energetic field, as a precious bowl that you are meticulously cleansing with a pure golden light, or with pristine water, or with symbolic, purifying fire. Perform this with clear intention, stating aloud or inwardly, "I clear this space so that truth can flow through me unimpeded." This ritual is not superstition. It is the profound language your soul understands. Create from coherence, not from urgency. Before embarking on any new project, entering a significant relationship, or making a major decision, ask yourself this crucial question. Is this truly aligned with who I am at my core, or is it stemming from fear, scarcity, or comparison? What you create out of haste, perceived need, or a sense of lack rarely flourishes. Coherence, a state of inner alignment, is the most potent fertilizer for your creative field. Above all, treat your inner sanctum of creation with the tenderness, unwavering respect, and boundless patience you would offer a newborn. Do not pressure it for instant results. Listen to its subtle promptings. Hold it gently in your awareness. The more secure and deeply supported this inner space feels within you, the more faithfully it will reflect the sacred realities your soul is truly here to bring forth. To live from this invisible temple is an act of quiet, immense power, and like all profound wisdom, it transforms without fanfare, yet with an eternal impact. Now you grasp a vital truth. You are not fragmented, disconnected, or empty. You are a vessel brimming with ungestated possibilities, a garden of seeds patiently awaiting your conscious attention, vast inner spaces, perhaps forgotten amidst the world's clamor, yet perfectly intact and vibrant in their silent power. The inner sanctum of creation is far more than a poetic metaphor. It is a tangible, vibrational presence living within you. Perhaps no one ever spoke to you about it. Perhaps you were conditioned to always look outward, to chase external achievements, or to follow someone else's definition of success. But there comes a pivotal moment when the soul ceases its outward striving and yearns to create, not from the dictates of the mind, but from the deepest, most authentic core of who you are. And it is precisely from this profound place that your journey back truly begins. We've explored the essence of the inner sanctum, tracing its roots through ancient traditions, understanding its invisible yet unfailing mechanics, and realizing its power to manifest only what truly resonates with your deepest being. We've seen how it doesn't judge light or shadow, but responds purely to authenticity versus falsehood. We now comprehend that everything that appears in your life is the fruit of something already growing within you, silently planted and often nurtured beyond your conscious awareness. We've discussed the profound acts of cleansing, holding sacred space, embracing the fertile void, and how, when you honor this space as the living altar it truly is, something fundamental shifts within you. You stop straining against reality and begin to effortlessly magnetize it. You cease demanding from the universe and instead enter into a powerful collaboration with it, operating from the sanctuary of your inner temple. This isn't some obscure, mystical secret floating aimlessly in the ether. It is a powerful call, a resonant frequency that touches something deep inside you that is always known, but had simply forgotten. Because true knowledge is never truly learned, it is always remembered. And if something within you vibrated in response to these words, it's not because they are new, but because they awakened an ancient, dormant memory within your soul. The next crucial step is yours. You can simply close this video and return to your routine, or you can choose to close your eyes. Bring your conscious focus to the center of your belly, whether physical or symbolic, and with deep intention, declare to yourself, I am ready to gestate a life filled with soul. No matter your age, your personal story, your gender, or your spiritual background, we all carry this magnificent creative field. We are all guardians of an energetic matrix that intrinsically connects us to the grand womb of the cosmos itself. If you truly desire to remember who you are at your profound core, begin by remembering what you are capable of creating from the invisible realm within. Thank you for journeying this far. If this teaching deeply resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe, share this video with others, and let us know in the comments what you felt and experienced. Remember, when a truth is spoken with authenticity, it awakens other dormant truths within the hearts of those who hear it. And should you ever feel lost, confused, or disconnected, do not look outward. Come back to your center, to your temple, to your inner sanctum of creation, because there, in the warm, dark silence of the unmanifested, your next sacred creation patiently awaits your conscious embrace.